Hello, today I'm gonna show you the speaker protector for power amp circuit and the component of this circuit, or we known as the speaker protection circuit. So what is mean the speaker protection circuit? The two main function of this circuit is to protect the audio amplifier and the loudspeakers during startup sequence when the amplifier output might exhibit DC voltage, and also to protect the loudspeakers in the unlikely event of an amplifier power stage failure where DC component would damage the speaker voice coil. So now I will show you the circuit diagram for this circuit and the component, also the component function in this circuit. Now let's see. So this is a circuit diagram for speaker protector for power amp. As we can see here, this is the speaker connector from the power amp output that connected to the input at this circuit. Now let's see to the component that used in this circuit. So the first component that used in this circuit is the transistor C1815, which is marked as a Q2, Q2, Q3, Q5 and also Q6. What is the function of this transistor? So this transistor is to amplify the audio frequency made from semiconductor materials. A transistor has 3 leads or terminals and sometimes more. These are used to switch the electronic signals or pulses or to amplify the signals. But in this circuit, there are 4 transistors that are using C1815, like I talked about last second. Okay, the two of these transistors marked as Q5 and Q6. These two transistors is function as a switches. If the DC voltage of the power amp output change from 0 volt to positive or negative by a few volt, the circuit will turn off and the relay, here is the relay, turn off the relay and thereby disconnecting the speakers from the amplifier for as long as the fault condition persists. So the balance of two more transistors C1815 is Q2 and Q3. Here these two transistors is used to drop the voltage from input after across them. So if the voltage from input cross these two transistors, it will drop the voltage to the lower after through these two transistors. So this transistor also work if there are many current flowing through the resistor near to them. This is the resistor R6 and R7, which is near to QT, Q3 and also Q2. The other type of transistor that used in this circuit is transistor A1015, that marked as Q4 here. The general purpose of this transistor Q4 is switching and amplification, but in this circuit, this transistor used to amplify the signal from the power amp signal here from the power amp output to the relay, here the relay that needed the actual signal to operate. So the Q4 function is to amplify the signal from the power amp output to make sure the relay can be working. And the last type of transistor that used in this circuit is transistor TIP31, that marked as Q1 here. So this the general purpose of this transistor is for switching. That's why this transistor is placed near to the power transformer or the input power here. So the transistor function is to make sure the input power enter this circuit is that needed by this circuit. So this transistor is make sure the voltage that enter the circuit is the real voltage to make sure this circuit is operate. Beside that, in the circuit they are using 6 capacitor. This is the capacitor C1 here, C2, C3, C4, C5 and C6. That capacitor is marked as C in this circuit. So like we know, there are various functions of capacitor, such as a storage the charge and also smooth the signal, such as to make the AC to DC signal. In this circuit, the function of all of the capacitor is to smooth the signal in the circuit and also smooth the AC from the signal from AC signal to DC signal, such as capacitor that placed at the input supply from transformer, which is Q1. Here, this is the capacitor Q1. In the circuit also there are used the diode. Here, this the type of diode that used in this capacitor. So the function of diode, like we know, is to prevent the circuit to make the current to be a reverse bias. So this type of diode make sure the current flow to the circuit cannot be the reverse bias. And lastly, this is the speaker connector for connect the speaker and the circuit. So the right side of the power amp output will connect to the left port, and the right side of the power amp output will connect to the right port. This is the left speaker that output from this circuit to the left speaker and to the right speaker. And from the power transformer, this is we know as power supply for the circuit to make the circuit running. So now I will show you the complete installation of the component on the electronic board. So this is the complete component that installed on the board. Here you can see the capacitor here, so the capacitor, and this is the type of transistor Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5 and Q6. This is the relay, the only one relay that used in this circuit that function as switches in the circuit. And now I will show you the power amp output that connected to the input of this circuit here. Okay, so this is the output from power amp. This is the audio output for the right side of speaker and the left side of speaker. From here, audio output we connect to the input of this circuit. So now I will show you the connection of this circuit to power amp. Let's see. I'm going to show you the connection from audio output from the amplifier to the speaker protector. So this is the output from the power amplifier, and this is an input from audio to the speaker protector. The upper side is for right speaker and the lower side is for left speaker. And this is the output from the speaker protector for right side speaker, and we connect the speaker wire to this port, and this is for the left side of speaker, and we connect the left wire to this port, and this is the supply to run the speaker protector circuit. So this is how it works. Okay.